Expression for that context. Also, darum geht es, ne? Bei Impression. Premada ist auch hier. Ja, gut, da sind alle dabei. Wonderful, wonderful. Alle sind dabei. Super, super. Super. So, beginnen wir gleich mit dem Unterricht, shall we?
Yeah.
So one moment. Is it my friend, another friend, he wanted to join the class. So he's asking if it's possible to join this class.
For that, I will. See, as far as I'm concerned, not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, personally, Shikisat, I have no problem. But I suggest you ask him to get in touch with Dave Karan.
Okay, sir.
Ask him to do it today itself. If you would like to come and sit here right now, I have no problem. So you can share the link and ask him to come in.
Okay, sir. I'll ask him to come in, sir.
But formally, if he wants to join, let him talk to Dave Karan.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. So shall I ask him to join now, sir? Shall I send?
Yeah, ask him to join. Send the link and ask him to join. No
Yes,
problem.
sir.
I have no problem personally speaking.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And if we go by what Vasu had said the other day, sir, let us keep it as a small group. Yeah, I agree with him. But up to 15 in a virtual meeting is okay. More than that, 12 to 15, more than that, sometimes could become a problem. But up to 15 is okay. But if it is an offline class, if you are meeting physically in a classroom, then numbers are not a problem. I have lectured 200 students at one time in an auditorium. That was my strength of my group at that time. 200 students every day for a full semester, 4 months. Just have a huge auditorium, that is a 500-seater. Half the auditorium would be full. It's a very funny metaphor here. Half is full. So 200 students in a 500-seater auditorium, that is where I used to have my classes.
Respect to your experience and
Thank you.
your modality.
No,
but yeah,
no
as you said,
loudspeaker.
15 you said is very good
Stretching
number.
it a bit.
Yeah.
It's
But
a little
yeah,
too much because
according
of
to me, in my experience, my experience is very, very less comparing with you. Even I say 9 to 10 is somewhat a bigger crowd for an online class.
In
But
India,
For
we
an
can't
90 minutes
afford
class, when we want to have everybody for an individual session or for individual contributions, then even if I take some 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it will be 90 minutes. So remaining 6 will be left out without timing.
Correct. So the whole thing is, how do you balance it? Also, darum geht es. I agree with you. So it's not something very easily done. And in a country like India, limiting it to 9 or 10 is not possible. It's not possible. Think of the school classes here. One class has 6, 7, 8, 9 sections. Each section has about 40 children. So you can't be selective or choosy here in a school. There are literally 100 students, 100 learners, 100 school kids in one class. So you have class 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D, 3E, 3F. They're all class 3, but different sections. And each section 40 people.
Okay, out of that 40, if the teacher asks questions, only 4 or 5 people will answer. Remaining most of the time 35. Remaining 35 people are silent. That cannot work out in a language class like this. That's my humble submission to you. I'm not arguing. I'm not debating.
Agreed,
but this is my humble submission.
Agreed, Vasu. But the whole thing boils down to the didactics and the methodology of teaching, of which I can again put it very politely without blowing my own trumpet. That is my research area. That's my area of research. didactics and methodology of teaching a foreign language in an Indian context. You could find some of my articles on the net, depending on whether that particular university has published them. And I'm talking of German universities. I've lectured at German universities, conferences, and spoken on this aspect of teaching German in large classrooms in an Indian context. The newer part is now the virtual classroom. Yeah, so there are limitations. There are limitations everywhere, on every aspect. How do you go about it? The Saint von dem Lehrer up. Ja, so wie der Lehrer das Klassenzimmer, die Studenten, die Lernenden behandelt. Und darum geht es hier. Und natürlich, es hilft dem Lehrer auch, wenn die Studenten auch sehr viel aktiv sind. Das ist auch dann das spielt auch eine große Rolle, dass der Student auch etwas aktiv lernen möchte. Also, jetzt zum Thema, wo wir gestern hier aufgehört haben, ist bei diesem Absatz. Der Absatz, Paragraph. ABSATZ. Absatz. Der Absatz. In einem anderen Kontext, Absatz, der Absatz ABSATZ kann auch the heel of a shoe bedeuten. Yeah, the heel on a sandal or a shoe is also called Absatz, but in einem anderen Kontext. Hier in einem Text beim Lesen bedeutet das Wort Absatz the paragraph. Also hier haben wir aufgehört gestern und damit beginnen wir heute. So, those who have not read yesterday, let's have those people here on the mic. Somebody from here, Profi, on till here. Aufgeben. So, wer möchte das lesen? Those who have not read.
Entschuldigung,
Ja, was?
Sie haben hier Bildschirm nicht mitteilen.
Habe ich nicht gemacht. Das ist. Ja, but recording is on.
It's there, but sharing is not there.
I clicked on sharing. Oh, it didn't take it. It's waiting for my okay. It's waiting for me to say okay. Every day it doesn't ask me. Today it's asking me.
Normalerweise, ja, fragt er.
Ja, ich habe das schon doppelmal geklickt. But somehow it didn't take that click. It's still there. Yeah, it says okay, yes?
Yes, sir.
Ja.
Ja, danke, Vasu. Danke. Sehr vielen Dank. Okay, jetzt. So, sehen wir alle diesen Absatz, the paragraph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Also, der das nicht jetzt vorgelesen hat, also liest heute. Ones who have not read this yesterday can take it up today.
Okay.
So, if I remember, who's not read this yesterday? Let me see.
Yeah, I'll read, sir.
Okay.
Fußballer. Das wollte der 38-jährige Matthias Holzner immer werden. Als Kind und Jugendlicher verbrachte er jede freie Minute auf dem Fußballplatz. Er trainiert und trainierte. Und tatsächlich konnte er mit 16 Jahren zu einem großen Verein wechseln. Für ein paar Jahre lief alles wie geplant, aber ein Nachmittag änderte alles. Nachdem sich Matthias schwer nie verletzt hatte, musste er den Traum von der Profikarriere schweren Herzens aufgeben.
Danke. Eine kleine Pause, ein paar Grammatik hier. Wollte werden.
Ja.
Was ist die Bedeutung von werden hier?
To become.
Ja, Jit?
To
To
become.
become. Und das ist die Hauptbedeutung von werden. That is the main meaning of this verb werden. Und werden wird auch in anderen Kontexten gebraucht als Hilfsverb, as an auxiliary verb. So the main meaning of werden is to become. So ich studiere Medizin, ich werde Arzt. Ich studiere Erziehungswissenschaft, ich werde Lehrer. So I will become, or I become. So the chief meaning or the main meaning of werden is to become. Whenever you want to use this in that sense, use werden. Wird Arzt, wird Lehrerin oder Lehrer, sie wird Pilotin. So werden, to become. Gut, und dann, was ist tatsächlich?
In fact.
In fact or as a matter of fact. Gut. Und dann noch etwas. This is pronounced as? Wie wird das ausgesprochen? Knie ist richtig.
Me.
Knie, not knee. Knee is English.
Okay.
Knee.
Knie. Ja, genau. Ja. Okay. So, was bedeutet diesen Teil des Absatzes? What does this tell us? Auf Deutsch. Tell me in German.
Werdet eine Fußballspieler zu bekommen?
Hey, zu werden.
Sorry.
To become,
ja,
to werden.
werden, ja.
Become to receive.
Yes.
Hmm?
Ja, so werden. Aber leider, ich hatte eine verletzt und mit
Verletzung. Ja.
eine Verletzung. Und wechselt seine Ziel und werdet eine Physiotherapeutin.
Ja, aber das ist dann erst später. Das wissen wir noch nicht. But if you have read it at home, correct, absolutely correct. Now, instead of werden, can I use this word Traum and make something? Can I replace this entire thing using word? Yeah?
Traumt.
Jawohl.
So eine Profi-Fußballspieler werden.
Ja, träumt ein Profi-Fußballer zu werden. Sein Traum war, ein Profi-Fußballer zu werden. His dream was to become a professional footballer. We have to learn how to rephrase, paraphrase, change what is given to us and express the same thing in our own words. So, sein Traum war, Profi-Fußballer zu werden. Very simple. Als Kind träumt immer davon. Where is that here? Als Kind verbrachte jede freie Minute. Verbringen, verbrachte, verbracht. Das ist verbringen.
Spend.
Spending time.
Spend.
Jede freie Minute.
Even every single minute.
Every single minute, every free minute. Auf dem Fußballplatz.
On the football place or the field.
Jawohl, das ist richtig. How do you say in German? On the ground or in the ground? On the football field or in the football field?
In English, in.
Not on?
on.
Ja?
No,
Who's here?
when wir haben eine Grenze, wir benutzen in.
Ja? Ja, Vasu?
When,
Go
yeah,
by the definitions we were doing the other day.
yeah. Off is on. Oh, above.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it is
Flat
touching,
surface.
yeah.
Flat surface contact.
On.
Or no, auf
No,
vertical.
sorry. A flat surface is vertical is on.
Cannot. So it does. Follow that logic. It works to a large extent. It's a foreign language, so some logic we'll have to use from that language point of view, not our point of view. Don't compare it with other languages and then try to put the preposition. We have to understand the German preposition from the German point of understanding. If we use our languages, then German prepositions will always be a problem. Many of us feel that, oh, prepositions are very difficult. They are not. They are difficult in our own languages also. No, so don't compare them. That will make it worse. Ja, und dann hat leider sich verletzt. He unfortunately hurt himself, und zwar sich schwer verletzt. What does it mean, verletzt?
Injury?
Hurt.
Injury.
Schwer, ja,
Injured.
schwer verletzt?
Injured.
Injured, hurt is okay. Aber schwer verletzt?
Badly
Real
injured.
injury.
Badly injured.
Badly injured, badly hurt, badly injured. Und wo? Ja, wo
Knee.
und wer?
Knee.
And then knee. Yeah.
An
On
dem
them. And
Knie.
them. Knee.
Why is it an dem Knie?
Knee is last
Frage is to O.
in the knee.
Ja, Frage ist
Dativ?
wo?
So dative.
Dativ? Ja.
The knee, their knee become
Nein.
them knee.
Nein, this
Das.
is not, it's not die Knie.
Their knee. So it is becoming them knee.
No, this is das Knie.
Ah, okay.
Das.
Das Knie, neuter. But why why not auf?
Vertical wali situation.
Correct. Absolutely. Leg is straight, vertical. He is hurt on the knee. Vertical here. Touching, contact. So, am Knie. Okay? In English, we use this in a very, very different way. So please don't use English to learn German. Not for such grammatical items. Niemals. He's hurt in the knee, he's hurt on the knee, he's hurt at the knee. I've heard all variations. Stick to am Knie in German, let the other variations be as they are. We are not worried about whether speaking good English or good Hindi or good Telugu or a good Tamil or Malayalam, that's egal. Aber für uns ist jetzt wichtig, dass wir unser Deutsch verbessern. Das ist am Knie, also vertikal, geradlinig, Kontakt an. An dem Knie, Knie ist Neutrum, das Knie. Und er musste von der Karriere aufgeben. Leave out the rest. Er muss, ja,
He had to.
ja, aufgeben.
To
give up.
Give up.
Give up. Give up his professional career. But there is a reason here. Schweren Herzens.
Sir, Schwach Norman.
Yeah, and Schwach is normal. Oh, Kushi, you're back. Good. Happy to see you.
Heart.
Heavy
I want to
heart.
speak a lot, but I can't.
Why not?
Sir, heavy heart. Vasu Yeah. is right. Heavy heart.
Good. So when you say Herzen, it's called a weak noun, and this is now tile that's coming up very soon. I'll explain this to you. Why is it a weak noun? Okay, then let's finish this here. From das war to the end. Wer möchte das lesen? Dann sind wir mit diesem Text fertig.
Darkish.
Ja, bitte.
Okay. Profi Karriere Schweren.
Ja, das ist auch das vorbei, also von hier, das war.
Okay. Das war eine schwierige Zeit, aber mit der Unterstützung meiner Familie habe ich meinen Weg gefunden. Matthias machte eine Ausbildung zum Physiotherapeuten und eröffnete später eine eigene Praxis, aber die Liebe zum Fußball habe ich nie verloren. In meiner Freizeit trainiere ich eine Kindermannschaft und samstags gehe ich ins Stadion, um meinen alten Verein anzufeuern.
Gut. Das war gut, aber we have to work on this reading a bit more, damit wir ein bisschen schneller und noch fließend lesen können. So read a little more fluently, a little more faster. Das hilft uns bei der Prüfung und auch im späteren Leben, wenn wir einen Text zu lesen bekommen. So, how do we do that? Ganz schnell. A kind of a quick tip here. Whenever you're reading, read like a child, putting your finger on the word. The word, yeah, normally that's how children are taught to read, isn't it? Put your finger on the word, then move your finger with the word. But for improving your reading, can you see my cursor here, Peter? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Don't put the finger or the cursor on the word you're reading. Put it on the next word. Don't put it on this word. Put it on the next one. And as you read, move your cursor one word ahead always. If you keep that cursor one word ahead, your eyes are faster than your mouth. Your brain reads faster through the eyes and speaks slower through the lips. So the next word is already in the brain before the previous word has been spoken out. So over a period of time, you will slowly gain the speed reading. And this will help you to cover a text lesser amount of time, and at the same time also give the meaning of the text to you as you read along. And more importantly, reading is sometimes done for the understanding of a person listening to you. So which again means you have to read in such a way that the other person, your listener, understands what is being read. So you have to read in small units which come together. For example, if you take this first sentence, this whole sentence is one unit. You can't break it up into smaller bits. So how do we read this? Put this here. Der eine hat einen großen Traum. Der nächste vielleicht mehrere kleine. Die Träume der Menschen sind so unterschiedlich, Die Menschen selbst. Manche sind realistisch und manche scheinen vielleicht völlig unerreichbar. Es gibt Menschen, die trotzdem nicht aufgeben. Und plötzlich ist der Lebenstraum ganz nah. Keep it one step ahead like this. So the next word is already stored in your brain and then comes out through your lips. Auch hier, das war eine schwierige Zeit, aber mit der Unterstützung meiner Familie habe ich meinen Weg gefunden. So, this is one unit. Das war eine schwierige Zeit. Komma, Pause. Hier muss man eine kleine Pause machen. Enough time to take your breath in and then speak. And while you're breathing in, yeah. Yes, please. Somebody said. Yeah. Anybody with some comment? Nichts?
Nein, Sir.
Okay. So, das war eine schwierige Zeit. Pause. Very small. Aber mit der Unterstützung meiner Familie. Small Pause, habe ich meinen Weg gefunden. Matthias machte eine Ausbildung zum Physiotherapeuten und eröffnete später eine eigene Praxis. Aber die Liebe zum Fußball, this is one unit, the love for football, habe ich nie verloren. Next unit should be together. In meiner Freizeit, one unit. Trainiere ich, one unit, Verb und Subject. Eine Kindermannschaft, one unit. Und Pause. Samstag gehe ich ins Stadion. Pause. Um meinen alten Verein anzufeuern. So break it up physically into these kind of units. This will help you with your reading, and later, a little later, not too far ahead, I'll give you a couple of tricks on how to speed read. Read an entire text in 3 minutes, 4 minutes, these 50 lines, less than 3 minutes, and still to understand what is being said and answer questions to it. This is that Leseprüfung, no?
Yes.
You have to read a text and answer questions. So what is it that one should be reading? Selective reading, so to speak. Selektives Lesen. Wie liest man selektiv? So it's good for the teacher, it's good for the learners also. Once we learn that trick, loads of stuff we can cover. Okay, so Physiotherapeuten, das verstehen wir. Physiotherapeute, a Physiotherapist. Und Ausbildung. Training, good. Unterstützung.
Support.
And then comes a genitive. Unterstützung meiner Familie.
Support
of my family.
Genau. Genitive is always that of. Okay. Und was ist eröffnen?
He opened.
Why not öffnen? Why eröffnen?
Opened.
He opened.
Yeah, why is it not öffnen?
Open up, sir. Open up.
His.
Huh? Oma, open up. In what sense open up?
So when I say open, it's the objects or things. When I say open up, it tells
His
the
own
emotion.
practice.
Nein?
It is emotion.
Nee.
So weg, der weg.
I'll give you a sentence.
Sir, he has already done it.
Nine.
Nine.
All of you know the word Deutsche Bank, State Bank of India, Deutsche Bank.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So I'll give you a sentence and tell me from here. Die Deutsche Bank oder die State Bank of India hat in der Nähe meines Hauses eine Bank eröffnet. Eine neue
Filiale.
Zweigstelle, eine Filiale oder eine Zweigstelle,
Branch.
ja, eröffnet.
So their bank.
Nee, die Bank.
The bank, okay.
Aerofnet is again passive voice.
Hey, but why is it eröffnet? Why not simply öffnet? Why the prefix? Das ist die Frage. I give you a hint. Let's see if you catch that hint. Die Deutsche Bank oder State Bank of India hat in der Nähe meines Hauses eine neue Filiale, eine neue Zweigstelle eröffnet. I did not say hat geöffnet. I said eröffnet.
For first time when it is opening, we use eröffnet, sir.
Sehr gut, Uma. That is Uma, correct?
Yeah.
That is absolutely correct. When a branch or anything is opened for the first time, literally inaugurate, something like inaugurate, then the verb eröffnen is used. So, and a little later, später, eröffnete eine eigene Praxis. So he inaugurated, he opened up, he started his own practice. So since it is his own practice which he had started for the first time, the verb used is eröffnen. So something that is opened for the first time, a new supermarket, a new shop, a new shopping center, a new office, a new branch, anything for the first time. It's eröffnen. So, jetzt haben wir auch etwas Neues gelernt. Prefixes play a very important role in German. So when we look at a verb and we put a prefix before it, be careful. Das Präfix spielt eine große Rolle in der Bedeutung. Rufen, anrufen. Da gibt es
Rufen to call someone normally and anrufen to call on phone.
Right. Rufen is simply to call out loudly. Call somebody standing outside that person's window, house, shop, door, and call that person. Hey, hello, come here, come here. Das ist rufen. Also, hey, taxi, das ist rufen. Anrufen is per telephone, to call up. So that prefix is very important. Ich rufe dich heute Abend. Was ist ich rufe dich heute Abend? Ich rufe dich heute Abend um 6 Uhr.
Sir,
I
introduction,
call
sir.
you.
Be sure it was
Ja,
background.
ja, ein bisschen Geräusch ist da. Somebody is on the handy here. If you can mute yourself on the cell phone. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Just keep yourself muted until you want to speak. Then you can switch on the mic again. Danke. So, ja, Jeet. Jeet, du wolltest was sagen. Ich rufe dich heute Abend um 6 Uhr. So, was bedeutet das? Ich rufe dich heute Abend um 6 Uhr.
I call you today evening 6.
So, what does it mean?
Not on the phone.
So, I'll come to your house and call you from outside your house.
Then in that
Yeah,
case,
Ristesh.
I'll call on you.
Call on you will be besuchen. Call on
But
cannot be used.
if I'm not calling you in phone, then I should be in person only.
Yeah, but I'm not calling on you. I'm standing outside somewhere on the other side of the street. Because calling on in English means to visit somebody, to be at that person's house. I'm not inside the house at all. To call on is to make a visit. In English, the call on, the synonym for that is besuchen. German besuchen,
Sir?
to visit. Yeah,
Sir, I have a doubt.
yeah.
सर जैसे अगर मुझे बोलना है कि आई विल बिकम अ टीचर तो ich werde eine Lehrerin werden.
Ich werde Lehrerin. Punkt. Not eine. No article.
हाँ सर वो आर्टिकल तो नहीं लगेगा बट सर उसमें भी 2 बार werden आ जाएगा ना.
नहीं आएगा. Ich werde. I become.
सर बट मुझे फ्यूचर लगाना है.
फ्यूचर लग गया उसमें. Ich werde.
मतलब नहीं बनेगा ऐसा सेंटेंस.
नहीं.
ओके.
नहीं बनेगा. Ja? So, ich werde Lehrerin. Also zurück jetzt. Ich rufe dich heute Abend um 6 Uhr an. Was bedeutet das? Ich rufe dich heute Abend um 6 Uhr an.
I'll make a call to you at 6 o'clock.
That's right. So that small an plays a big role in the meaning, which is why prefixes in German are more of a problem than accusative, dative, prepositions, or whatever item of grammar. You can't put a wrong prefix, and you cannot misuse a prefix. And these are the ones that we have to really pay attention to and learn how to use them in the right context. So here, for example, eröffnen, it's eröffnen. Not simply öffnen. There's a prefix here, er. So when something is being opened up for the first time, is literally inaugurate or whatever in that context, eröffnen. And when you pronounce this word eröffnen, that r is normally not pronounced distinctly, but it becomes part of the vowel before it, ea, not r. Similarly, wir, not vir. So the r at the end of a word, and that word has got an r with a vowel before it. That r becomes part of the vowel. And this is called a vowelized r. It's a rule of phonetics. Don't blame German. This comes from old Sanskrit. So when you have this vocalized air, vowelized air, that air is not pronounced. We have a similar word pronunciation in English. Butter, father, mother, brother, sister. We don't say brother, mother, father, sister. It's sister. Sister. That R is still there, but it's got merged with the vowel. Schwester, Bruder, Mutter, Vater, Butter. So watch out for these small rules, which have also part of phonetics. Okay. Otherwise, most of the words in German are pronounced as they are written. If that R is followed by some other letter, some other alphabet, then the R is called out. I have an example here. Career, not career. You have to pronounce the word R here. Career. The word itself is career, not career. Don't apply that rule here. If you look at this word, Zenga, not Zenger. Zenga. Aber feminine, Zengerin. Take the feminine, then the R is pronounced. Zengerin. Masculine, Zenga. Okay, let's try one more. Auf einmal war sie berühmt. War sie, not war sie berühmt. The war sie berühmt is a regional variation. In normal, Hochdeutsch, Standarddeutsch, also was wir jetzt lernen, a Standard German, war sie. Auf einmal war sie berühmt. War sie. Not war sie berühmt. Das ist nicht falsch. Yeah, please note that. That is not wrong. It's a regional variation. There are certain regions in Germany where the R is pronounced at the end. These are dialectical variations. So, was wir jetzt lernen, ist Normalsprache.
Okay, dann ich habe eine Frage da. The second last line.
Ja.
Samstags.
Ja.
Samstags, yeah. Yes, should be capital, or is it
No,
small?
Adverb.
Samstag is the name of the day, so
Only one day, but this is not one day, no?
that's what it's on all the Saturdays.
Correct. So it becomes an adverb.
Okay.
So when it becomes an adverb, Samstags, Montags, Dienstags,
Yeah, Morgans, sort of. Yeah.
yeah, then that will be small.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, adverb here. Kein Problem. Gern geschehen. But a good point. I missed out. Good one. Okay, Leute.
Yes, sir.
So you've seen this gelebte Träume, how this goes. The amount of vocabulary which is there and the way sentences have been built, das ist uns interessant. Wir haben alles schon gelernt. Das Perfekt haben wir gelernt. Es gibt viele Sätze hier mit Perfekt. Es gibt Sätze hier mit Präteritum. Diese Formen haben wir auch gelernt. Vielleicht neue Verben. Natürlich, also Wortschatz ist auch wichtig. And then there's a Arbeit zum Text. As it says, work on the text. Questions, if you have understood the text, I don't want to do the questions. Simple. Gibt es hier Fragen zu diesem Text? Does anyone have any questions? Hat jemand Fragen hier? Any questions?
Sir, was bedeutet anzuführen?
Anzufordern?
Yeah,
To encourage.
encourage.
I celebrate with them. I encourage them. I thought you knew the verb feuern. To celebrate, na? From feiern. So here feuern in the sense of literally making fire, making a lot of noise, making a lot of, giving a lot of encouraging sounds. So anfeuern, ermutigen. The verb is ermutigen. Gut, Vasu, sehr gut. Ermutigen, to encourage them, to boost up their morale.
Danke, sir.
Okay, anfeuern, huh? Not feuern, anfeuern. What's it? The Su structure, I think should have been done in A2, B1, but we'll be doing more of this again.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. In fact, yeah, ich möchte das wir machen wieder.
Yeah, das müssen wir. So that is why it is called B2.1. It's a kind of a Brücken
No,
course.
my humble request is, yeah, don't think anything assumed. It was taught already. We would like to have it again. At least
Same
me.
here, sir. Our A2 was not that great.
Listen,
Probably they
listen.
would have taught it. I did not learn. So please let me have the opportunity again.
That is very humble of you to say that you did not learn it.
Yeah.
giving due credit to the teachers. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. But the whole idea of this course here, 2.1, is a kind of a Brooklyn course. It's a bridge course between your B1 and your B2. That's why it's called B2.1 or B1 plus.
So
It's a bridge course. It bridges this
yeah,
gap.
ambitions are.
Das machen wir. Das machen wir.
SL broken.
Eselsbrücke, ja. Also, auch wenn diese Grammatik hier nicht steht, even if the grammar is not here in the book or in this syllabus, and you still have a doubt, you have done it, but you have not understood it, please do let me know. I'll send you extra exercises per email for you to solve or understand or see or give you references. If you are unable to understand the references on your own, I'll help you. So don't worry. Don't worry. So now.
So am Ende, ja, wir diskutieren wir ein bisschen Vorschläge. Ich habe ein paar Vorschläge für unsere Unterricht. So, ja, später wir können diskutieren das.
Ja, oder das kannst du auch posten. Ja, kein Problem.
Yeah,
so,
I'll do it then. Yeah.
So,
I don't want to consume the time of others. Yeah.
Ja, so Vergangenes über Vergangenes berichten. Was bedeutet über Vergangenes berichten?
Fast report.
Über Vergangenes berichten.
Über means
Talking about past, reporting past, narrating past.
To narrate, to report, to talk about the past. Welche Zeitform? Which tense do we use?
Normalerweise Vergangenheit.
Ja, aber which one? There are three.
perfect.
Präteritum, Perfekt und Plusquamperfekt. Ein Moment. Ein kleinen Moment. Also diese Regeln sind Faustregeln. These are rules of the thumb. They're normally followed fairly strictly. Please note. So let's see what goes where. What about this one here?
Mündlich.
Yeah, mündlicher Bericht. What is the form that is normally used?
Perfect.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Das, wenn wir schriftlich berichten,
Präteritum.
okay, Präteritum. Aber in E-Mails, perfect.
Es ist da.
Perfect.
Ja, in Zeitungsartikeln und Romanen?
Präteritum.
Präteritum. Roman? Ja. Normalerweise Präteritum. Also, was bedeutet Roman? Der Roman?
Novels.
Novel.
Romantic
Novel. Der Roman, Novel. Okay. Und if it is you're using haben und sein oder Modalverben in the past?
Perfect, sir.
Perfect.
Nein. Präteritum.
Okay.
It's normally präteritum. See, like I said, use them as rules of the thumb, Faustregel. There will be a problem here. Ich erkläre das gleich. Ich warte auf dieser Microsoft Word. Ja. Ja, jetzt funktioniert das. Tell me which is easier to understand.
Ich hatte keine Zeit.
Ich hatte keine Zeit.
Okay. Agreed?
Yeah.
Ich hatte keine Zeit.
Ich war in Berlin.
Okay.
Delhi.
So we agree on that, every one of us? Ich habe keine Zeit gehabt. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Ich hatte keine Zeit.
Yes.
Ich hatte keine Zeit, Präteritum.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
Ich bin in Berlin gewesen. Perfect. Ich war in Berlin. Präteritum. Which is the easier one to understand? Präteritum?
Yes.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So the rule here, as given, haben und sein und Modalverben, try to use them in Präteritum.
Aber
Let's give you another.
Aber das Sätze hat verschiedene Bedeutungen. Zum Beispiel, ich war in Berlin, Bedeutung, I was there. But ich bin in Berlin gewesen, I grew up in Berlin.
No, I have been there. I have been there. Ich bin in Siberian gewesen. I have been to Siberia.
Oh, that is gewachsen. Okay.
Yeah, so gewesen. No? This is the past participle of sein, gewesen. Ich bin in Berlin aufgewachsen. Aufgewachsen.
Gewachsen.
Yeah. Okay, let's try another one. Moment. Is this easier to understand, or is this easier to understand?
Sir, kyonta. Konta. Kyonta.
Honda, oblast.
Yeah.
So Präteritum is easier, correct?
Yeah.
This, what is this? Normally, when we have a haben or a sein or a modal verb in a sentence, prefer to use the Präteritum form. Ich habe die Arbeit machen können. I have been able to do the work, or I could do the work. Meaning-wise, they are the same. Die Struktur ist anders. Also hier, das ist ein Perfekt mit Modalverb. Habe machen können. Und das ist Präteritum. Das ist Präteritum. So, easier to understand. Remember, communication is all about understanding. So, use a sentence or a structure that is easier for your listener to understand. It's not whether you understand it or you love this sentence. We don't want to confuse our listener. So choose what is easier. So haben und sein, Modalverben, look at the clue they're given here. Meistens Präteritum. Mostly Präteritum. Why do they say meistens and not immer? Immer means the rule becomes fixed, stamped. So, immer. But mostly means there is some flexibility allowed. You begins. Is this sentence familiar to you, the structure?
Yeah.
All of you? Alle?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for me, it's not very usual, sir.
Haben wir das gelernt einmal? Have we learned this sentence? Das Perfekt mit Modalverb?
Yes, sir. Double infinitive. Double infinitive.
Genau, yeah.
Yeah, we have learned.
The others also learned this?
Ich habe nicht gelernt,
Okay.
oder ich weiß es nicht, sir.
We didn't learn that, sir.
Okay. If I give it to you in this manner, is the rule clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So if we have, you're forming the perfect mit-modal verb, this is the rule. Und wie Kushi gerade gesagt hat, das ist richtig. If you are using a perfect with a modal verb, use haben. Naturally, perfect means haben straight away, or sein, but here it is always with haben. And then you have to use the GE form, right? That's how we learned this perfect. Ich habe den Brief geschrieben, ich habe die Arbeit gemacht, ich habe das Auto verkauft, und so weiter und so weiter. But since we are using a modal verb here, the other verb, Vollverb, the verb that has the main meaning, does not take the GE form, but comes as the infinitive, also machen. Not gemacht können, machen können. Even the modal verb will be in the infinitive. So, like Kushi said, double infinitive. And the modal verb will be at the end. This is the rule for the structure. Now I'll bring this example up here. So, habe die Arbeit machen können. Change it. Er
Habt.
hat. Wir haben. The same rule.
Haben.
Then the rule remains the same. Haben is conjugated and the double infinitive. Wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben. Du hast. Right, so perfekt mit-modal. Es gibt noch eine Variation hier und das ist typisch deutsch. Do you know this structure? The perfect of a modal verb.
Sir, GE form, gekonnt and something like this. Gekonnt oder sir GE लगता है आगे.
Yeah. What is the meaning of this sentence? Ich habe die Arbeit gekonnt.
मैं काम कर सका.
Give me a German variation. It's the same as ich konnte die Arbeit machen. Ich habe die Arbeit gekonnt. Ich konnte die Arbeit machen. This habe gekonnt, this is not possible in English. This is. Ich habe die Arbeit gekonnt. Gesollt, gemusst, gedurft, gewollt.
Sorry, sir, I don't get the exact meaning. Is habe die Arbeit gekonnt?
Is the same as ich konnt.
If it is not in English, could you please tell me in Tamil at least?
No, it doesn't work because the structure is unusual. It's very difficult. It's replaced with a preteritum. It's easier. I could do the work. I could do. Use the preteritum form, even in Tamil or Telugu or Hindi. Kar saka. Yeah, this habe gekonnt, modal verb, perfect of modal verb, is a very unusual construction for German. For example, okay, I'll spell it the German way for you. Was ist das hier? Einmal habe ich, was habe ich hier geschrieben? Was ist das hier?
Gujarat.
Gujarati. Was ist Gujarati? This is the German spelling.
Gujarati, sir.
Gujarati. Come on, don't tell me you don't know the German spellings.
Yeah. Taj Mahal.
Taj Mahal.
Hey, Taj Mahal is Indian English. Yeah, das ist Deutsch. Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal. Touch. Because the sound J is very, very difficult for a German to pronounce. The sound J is not there in German. It's very difficult for a German to pronounce J. So the nearest they can get is je, which is from French. Étage, garage, fromage, je. So that's the nearest. So what do they do then? They substitute that je sound with this spelling, Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal. So when you write Indian words or words which don't, the sounds of which do not exist in another language, you have to give them an approximate in their language. You write J and insist it's pronounced as J, they cannot. Yeah, Taj.
Yacht they pronounce.
Yeah.
Yogurt, Joseph.
Ja, Vasu. Wir haben auch solche Laute. Such sounds are there even in Indian languages.
Yeah, Tamil.
I was about to come there. Danke. I was trying to put the non-Tamilian speakers here. It doesn't include Rosie and Uma and the others. Huh? They know Malayalam, and that's not much of a problem because they will understand what you say. The others, I want them to produce a sound for a banana. What do you call a banana in Malayalam or in Tamil?
Param in Malayalam.
Yeah.
Can the other non-Malayali speakers pronounce the word, please? Khushi, Jeet, Nitesh,
Bayam.
9.
Yeah, simple. Body Chami, they can pronounce.
Correct. The words are not, the sounds are not there. What about DMK? Give me the full form of K. Asu.
Karagam.
Give me the full form.
Dravida Munnetra Karagam.
Ask them to pronounce it. Jeet, Nitesh, Khushi, Premada.
Kadagam.
Not passed. No, it's not the same.
Ich verstehe nur Bahnhof.
Fear Naga.
You see? So there are sounds in our own languages which are very difficult to reproduce in other languages of the same country. Und hier, es geht Deutsch. So auch Deutsch hat Probleme mit unseren Lauten, sounds. So they have separated this part in this here. What we write as Gujarati with a J, or a J in German, in Hindi, or J in Indian languages, here it becomes DSCH, Gujarati, Gush.
Yeah. Nice that they
Once
did not
upon a
change the spelling. Januar. It's not Shanuar.
no, no. It's a foreign word. They've borrowed it as it is. Januar. And Januar comes out of the old Greek name for Janus, the two-faced god. The god with two faces, Janus or Janus, from the old Greek mythology. From that name, Janus, the month, the name of the month has been given. Januar. There were only 10 months in a calendar earlier in the Western concept. And later on, it got added to 11. And then the 12th month, August, named after Caesar, Augustus Caesar. But that's another Geschichte. So when you use this, once upon a time, I knew Gujarati. And I knew in the sense of I could speak, read, write, and so on. Once upon a time, I knew French, I knew German. Habe ich gekonnt. It means the same as is this not easier to understand? Einmal konnte ich Gujarati. I knew German, I knew Gujarati once. Als Kind konnte ich Gujarati. Als Kind habe ich Gujarati gekonnt. Both have the same meaning. Difference, aber gekonnt, perfect, konnte Präteritum. So although it says here Regeln, Regeln bedeutet Rule, use them as Faustregel. Faust is fist. I put my thumb inside, so my fist is my thumb is inside my fist, and now I have a rule of the thumb in English, and in German, Faustregel. So it's a rule that will help you out in a difficult situation. It's not a hard and fast rule. So haben und sein und Modalverb meistens Präteritum. Und was ist das hier? Von einem Ereignis berichten in der Vergangenheit. Something that has happened way before.
Past perfect. Conjunctive why?
No, Plusquamperfect.
Plus, oh, sorry.
Past perfect is Plusquamperfect. Not Katzwei. Conjunctive zwei ist a mood. Also das spielt hier keine Rolle. And sadly, they have introduced that here in this sentence, nachdem. Because it's come very suddenly. Do you remember this connector nachdem?
Yes, sir.
What about
Yes,
the others? What about the others?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What does it mean, nachdem?
After that.
After that.
After.
Can you give me a sentence?
So nach dem Essen ist nach dem Essen.
No. Nachdem Essen, the way you say, it is a preposition.
Okay.
So I want here the conjunction, the connector.
Sir, it's not easy one that I know or remember before on the nach dem.
Yeah, correct.
Ja,
That's correct.
kann ich?
Yeah.
Nachdem ich gegessen hatte, habe ich ein Lied gehört.
Your use first half is correct, the second half is wrong.
Sir, all I remember is nachdem is first activity.
That's correct, but the sentence is structurally wrong. Anybody else would like to try?
Kann ich
Ja, bitte.
nach dem studiere hatte, arbeitet ich bei Farma.
No, will not do.
Nein.
Huh?
Nachdem ich gegessen habe, habe ich geschlafen.
Time. Structure is still not right.
Nach dem Unterricht gehe ich ins Kino.
Nein, stimmt überhaupt nicht. Nach dem Unterricht is a preposition.
Okay.
Nachdem wir Mittagessen gegessen, bin ich ins Kino.
Structure is still not right. Structure is still not right. Sorry.
सर ये प्लस काम परफेक्ट और प्रेटेरिटम के बीच में कुछ इधर उधर होता है.
सबके साथ कुछ इधर उधर नहीं, बहुत कुछ उधर इधर भी होता है. Okay, so far?
This is.
So far, okay?
Yes, sir.
Gegessen hatte Plusquamperfekt? After you form a nachdem sentences Plusquamperfekt, your Hauptsatz will be in Präteritum. Yeah, this is the rule. And this is fixed. Sorry. Hitesh, this is where you went wrong. I gave you this table a short while back. Do you remember this? At the beginning of this lesson? This chronological sequence.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall?
It was for time related.
Yeah. Time related, correct. This is the sequence. If the first half, especially with nachdem, bitte merken, please note this. When a nachdem sentence is with Plusquamperfekt, your Hauptsatz will be in Präteritum. Plusquamperfekt, Präteritum. If your nachdem sentence is in Präteritum, your Hauptsatz is in Perfekt. Bin ich spazieren gegangen? Spazieren gehen bildet das Perfekt mit sein. If your nachdem sentence is in Perfekt, then your main clause Hauptsatz ist in Präsens. Gehe ich spazieren. Nachdem ich esse, werde ich spazieren gehen. You cannot jump from hatte to gehe. After I had eaten, I go for a walk. Not possible.
Sir,
After
wiederholen Sie bitte, sir.
Yeah, you have to follow these chronological sequence strictly, especially with nachdem Sätze. Especially with these sentences. Be very careful here. That's why I gave you this chronology. We are right now on presence. This is our step on which we are standing now. Present tense. Jetzt. In dieser moment. So our immediate past is perfect. A little behind this preteritum, and the distant past is plusquamperfect. Next step ahead, futur. So this chronology is what is desperately needed and to be used correctly in this format with your nach dem Satz. Nach dem Satz is imperfect. Your Hauptsentence, the main clause, is in presence. Next one. Don't jump. Nachdem ich gegessen hatte, gehe ich spazieren. Wrong. After I had eaten, I go for a walk. No. After I have eaten. This has to be in perfect. Then had. Go for a walk. After I eat, I will go for a walk. After I had eaten, I will go. Not possible. Not possible. And the sentences that you people were trying to make was very simple. You are making this kind of sentences. Here there is no Nebensatz. There is no Nebensatz here. We are using this as a preposition. Nach dem Essen. Whereas here, nach dem is an connector and a conjunction. It's a conjunction. So I can move this here vielleicht. No. No, it doesn't come there. How do I move this damn thing? It doesn't move.
No, you just no. Keep on the top. Yeah, now move. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. No. That's on jetzt.
Copy. No. Keep it on the line. Keep it on the line, please. The top.
Okay. Copy it.
And paste it again.
Doesn't
No.
work.
You just no. Keep it on the box, please.
Yeah.
No. There.
Oh, forget it. It's not important. You know what I mean anyway. Let's not struggle with all this. And more I struggle, the more I show I am incompetent.
No, but we can learn together.
This
You can
word is doesn't show the intelligence. You are
that's okay. That's fine. Thank you, Uma. Thank you. But let's not do that. Here one can say nach dem Essen, also this sentence here, ging ich spazieren. That will be preteritum. Nach dem Essen bin ich spazieren gegangen. Perfekt. Nach dem Essen war ich spazieren gegangen. So all that will be here as the main clauses itself. But here in this sentences, we have two, Hauptsatz and Nebensatz. Whereas with a preposition, it is only and only Hauptsatz. Don't confuse these two, please. Nach dem Essen und nachdem ich esse. So here there's directly a noun as a subject. Here there's a pronoun and an extra verb, not a noun here. The verb essen has become a verb, noun essen has become a verb here. So this is the sequence.
Similarly, do we have any structural formation for future?
No, it's with the conjunction basically here, Vasu. The conjunction nachdem. It shows a sequential thing, no?
That's right. So in nachdem, if I want to use it in future, is there any rule?
Well, beyond that, there's no possibility, no? Nachdem ich essen werde, then it is I would possibly go for it. Then you use a Katzwei. Würde ich spazieren gehen.
Wunsch then.
Yeah, it's kind of a wunsch there, but you're not sure of it yet. Anyway, where the future it itself becomes a femutum, right?
Yeah.
So normally they don't use it that far ahead. It's possible, yes.
Okay, let us learn the practical things. Yeah, let us not go by. Yeah.
Conjunction. We can do that, but I would prefer to do it when we have learned a few more structures.
That's right. I totally agree. Yeah.
Look, I will keep my promise. I'll teach you all what I know.
No, it's not like that. But when you're making this as a document, so I want to be a complete one. That's my.
So let's stick to where we can be confident of ourselves.
Super.
Sir,
Do you want? Yeah.
But in presence, I think nach dem ich esse, werde ich spazieren gehen. It means it. In
I will
future,
go for it.
I will
Yeah.
go.
So this is present tense here. Esse is present, no?
Yeah.
And werde ich spazieren gehen is Futur. Second half, this is your main clause. Nachdem is a subordinate clause. Das ist ein Nebensatz. See the verbs at the end. What is the rule for a subordinate clause? Ein Nebensatz. What is the Regel für einen Nebensatz?
Verb at the end.
Conjugated verb at the end. The conjugated verb at the end. No? Das finite Verb steht am Ende. The finite verb, the verb that you conjugate, that's at the end. So now you see, conjugated verb at the end. So a nachdem conjunction or a connector bildet einen Nebensatz. Do you people want me to send you this?
No, already I have taken screenshot. So
have it, I think. You have it.
I have already taken a screenshot. Yeah.
You have taken a picture. Put it on WhatsApp in the group.
Yes, sir.
The other day I sent you some forward with prepositions. Did you receive it? I think you did. All of you.
No. Yeah, sir. In WhatsApp group, na?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, in the WhatsApp. Yeah, Monica, in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. But sir, on the day before yesterday, you have sent the chart of the pluscuamperfect. I didn't receive, na?
I didn't send any chart earlier than this.
Okay. But you show in the screen, na?
I showed here. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I know.
showed.
That's how I here get sight.
Yeah, but please send it in the group or in my mail.
This you will get now on the photo. Vasu und Jeet haben das fotografiert.
Sir, ich habe schon das geschickt.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will see.
Yeah, I think so. It's come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's come.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I have to ask something.
clear cut document.
सर जो 100 सेंटेंसेस थे सर वो आपने ईमेल किए हैं या फिर आपने व्हाट्सएप पे भेजे हैं?
ईमेल पे.
हाँ, ओके. ठीक है सर, ओके. मैं चेक कर लूँगी.
Okay, good. So now let's get.
और सर जो बुक में आपने ये सेंड किए हैं, जो आज वाला पैराग्राफ था, वो मुझे कोई अलग पता नहीं क्या सिस्टम आया, वो और था गेलिप्ट ट्रॉमे में. I will send you the same pattern, na? Then you can see what I have received. Different
Which
chapter.
book did you see? Lehrbuch?
Yeah,
Lehrbuch?
Yeah.
Or is it Arbeitsbuch?
I didn't remember. That's Arbeitsbuch.
Arbeitsbuch में ये था क्या?
लेकिन लैबुक तो हुई नहीं मेरे डाउनलोड प्रॉपर.
उसको delete कर दो and then download it again.
Okay then.
Delete what is. If it is incomplete, please delete it. Otherwise, it won't download again.
Okay, sir. Okay,
and
thank you.
I sent you both.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah? Okay. So now, guns. Oh, we are already past the time. I want to give you some homework, which I had chosen.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
haben alle hier das Arbeitsbuch bei sich?
Nein.
Ja,
Warum?
habe
Wir
ich.
haben,
Also,
Haben
Wir
wir.
haben.
also,
Haben wir.
Haben wir.
also,
Habe ich.
das, Kushi, das musst du dann downloaden, herunterladen. Auf Deutsch sagt man herunterladen.
Gerade?
Nee, also
Nein.
über das Wochenende. Über das Wochenende.
Ja. Ich habe das schon gemacht.
Okay. So über das
I have
Wochenende.
downloaded it, but अभी मैं खोल नहीं कर सकती उसको.
Abi nicht, also zu Hause.
Okay.
Wir haben noch 2 Tage Zeit. Ne?
Okay, okay.
Samstag, morgen haben wir frei und Sonntag haben wir auch frei.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, you have 2 days time. So see if you can do this exercise on page number 10 of the PDF. Of the PDF, page 10. It's called Modul 1, Lektion 1. And you have to form in the sentences in this manner. So you have to make sure that you have the right tense put here.
Okay.
Is it Präteritum, Perfekt, Plusquamperfekt, was kommt hier? So Übung B and try 1, 2 und 3. Ja, Lektion 1, Seite 10. Okay. This is the PDF, page 10. Actually, if you have a printout of the book, it's page 9. But in the PDF, page 10, Lektion 1, and this we'll do in class, 2A, but 2B, 1, 2, and 3 to practice your perfect forms. Remember, in number 3, watch out, bitte darauf achten, man muss das richtige Verb wählen und hier einsetzen. You have to choose the right verb and then put it in the blanks. Over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 2 days off. Don't worry, every weekend I will not be giving you homework and definitely not so much homework. But these are just a few sentences. 1, 2, 3, 4 Sätze hier. Denken, dachte, gedacht, testen, testen, Präteritum. Wie heißt das Präteritum von testen? Who can tell me?
Sorry.
Testen.
Testen?
Tester. Tester.
Das.
Tester. Tester. Ja, was so?
Getestet.
Get tested.
Sehr gut. Also it's a weak verb. Testen, testete, getestet. What about denken?
Gedanken.
Gedanken.
Hey.
Gedacht.
Gedacht.
Gedacht. Denken, dachte, gedacht. Buchen.
Geguckt.
Ja, das ist ein schwaches Verb. Buchen, buchte, gebucht.
Gebucht.
Kennen.
Gekannt.
Kennen. Kannte.
Gekannt.
Gekannt. So you have to know these forms. What about sehen?
Umgezogen.
Ja, umgezogen. Umgezogen. Right? Umgezogen. I sent you a list of these verbs. 4 pages. Verzeichnis. It's called Verzeichnis. I'm sure all of you would have got it. Even Nitesh, I sent it to Nitesh also.
Yeah, sir.
Check that Verzeichnis if you need any help. You will find all the 3 forms of the verbs on that list. You will find this under Fallen. Schwer Fallen will be under Fallen. It's on page 2. Sehen will be on the first page of that list, somewhere in the middle. Denken will be on the last page, page 4. So have a look at that. See whether you can work independently über das Wochenende, und wir können ja das als Hausaufgabe.
Ja, ich habe nur nach 4 Minuten. Ja.
Ja, das weiß ich. So, vielen Dank für das Mitmachen heute. Freue ich mich sehr. I enjoy the sessions very much and with so much of enthusiasm.